Hi everybody, welcome back to the shack. So great to have you all here. Well, as promised, here is the caravan journal. It's Friday, well it was actually Friday yesterday, but we just got home today, so I'm doing hashtag flip through Friday, and I'm running a little bit late, but I'm sure Gwen won't mind. Gwen, the trash witch, I'll have her details below, is the lovely host of hashtag flip through Friday. So let's have a look at this. So I did this maybe a couple of years ago now, something like that. And when I made it and showed it on my video, Sylvia from Sylvia D and Birdie, the recycled hippie chick, they both wanted to make one too. So they did, and we shared prompts, and we each week we had a prompt, and we all did a page in our caravan journals for that prompt. So hopefully I'll remember. I haven't flipped through this for a while. I'm not sure if I wrote the prompts down or not, but we'll just have a flip through anyway. And Gypsy's sitting here watching because it's her caravan, so she's just making sure that the caravan doesn't roll away on her. Okay, so I wanted it to have a vintage caravan vibe about it, which is why I did the rounded shape and the two different colours. A lot of vintage caravans are painted in the different colours up and top and bottom. I did doilies for the wheels, and how I did it was cut out the two front, pieces for the front and back, and then made a spine piece and attached the spine in the middle. Attach the front to the middle, and then that little spine there is what the signature is sewn into. So I've attached that spine to each of the covers, and then sewn the signature onto that spine. Okay, so there's a little dangle on here, a little beady person, and a little tassel, and somewhere's a bell. I can hear it dingling. Little doorbell. The window is a window faced envelope. So let's go in. Okay, so on the first page, this is the little curtain that's over the window. I've just used whatever fabrics I had available, scraps of fabric, and this is the other side of the door, and it's a pocket in here. Also, throughout the whole journal, I just remembered now, there's these little wooden folk, and they pop up on every page somewhere or other. So this is a postcard that I had. I've attached a shell and an anchor. This was sent to me from Janet, lovely Janet and Freddie, postcard, and she made me this postcard with the vintage caravans on the front. Love it. This is a solar light that I've got out in our garden, little caravan, and Gunda is a tag from a clothing brand we love. And I had some pictures of these little vintage pails, little buckets, so I've put that on that side. So they all go in there. I was hoping I was going to have a list of the prompts. I'll just see if there's one in the back. No, can't see one. Anyway, I won't remember what the prompts are. So we'll see. We'll see as we go along if they're in here or not. So on this first page is like inside the caravan. This is where you relax with your little wooden friends. Beanbag with the cat that looks like our cat Charlie sitting on it. So I've just done some like glue book room, little room in there inside the caravan. This one's a kitchen. This is that might have been one of the prompts. Might have just been kitchen. So we ordered a kitchen page and things like that. I put this little journal, tiny little book in here that can be journaled in. It's a little cookbook. There's some little vintage shell people over here, and lace around the curtain. So that was the kitchen. There's the little wooden fella. And some pages I just did because I wanted to do it. Lean on me. There's friends all leaning on each other. There's a little wooden folk. And you can see in places where I've reinforced the pages with each other. There's a whole heap of friends having a tea party. That may have been, this prompt may have been for tea party. And this one is washing day, so that might have been a laundry. Do a laundry. I don't know. I can't remember the exact prompts now. But Sylvia, Birdie and I had a lot of fun playing in our caravans with the little wooden folk. This one, he looks like a biscuit, so I think he's a bit worried that he was going to get dunked in a cup of tea. I got painty paper background up here. And this one's glue booking. I've put in an actual little line up here. Pegged a jumper up there. The children doing their washing. We get the most beautiful light in the day and views of the stars at night. That's this bus here, and they've got all 4 sunroofs in it. There's a little wooden folk on some painty paper. Some little woodland animals down here. Oh, this was definitely, I think this was Sylvia's prompt, maybe, or Birdie's, around the fire. Around the campfire. So I've got sticks down here, little bits of sticks, and used lace and yarn there for the flames of the fire, and then found these pictures of, that's fabric background, and then these pictures out of magazines, everyone's sitting around the fire. This little wooden fella here, he's got a chocolate biscuit head, so he's trying to get away from the fire so he doesn't melt. I think that's a piece from Maria there. It's all sewn around, and I've put that up there as the moon. Waves of serenity. This is, I wrote this in the sand and took this picture. It says, he held her like a seashell and listened to her heart. Always love that saying. There's a little wooden guy inside the shell. That's a lovely seashell page. This was a prompt. This is one of the first ones at the beach. I made that. This is actually a tissue box. This is from some old clothing of my husband's. The fence I made with little scraps of brown paper, some twine, some shells, a bit of cord down here. Bits and pieces. That's our beach page. And the paint I've spread around so the picture doesn't, you know, it sort of blends into the background. Blended, that's the word I was looking for. Blended the painting to the tissue box cover. Okay, here's a beautiful picture of the old vintage caravan. Girl doing her art, just a bit of scrappy slow stitching. Painted the background. This and doily, some doily here to reinforce the spine. Doily in the middle here. This is a colouring book page, but I've painted instead of using pens. I just painted it. Had this really cool metallic water paint tray, and that was that paint. Oh, I remember these pages. Oh, we find the wooden folk. Here's one here. Mustn't have put one on this page. Just over here. You wanting me to go closer? Like, do I need to be lifting it up like this, or if you want to see, do you zoom in? I don't know, sorry, I just thought about that. I'm just looking up. It's the first time I've looked up. I'm so absorbed in looking at this book. don't know if you wanted me to be holding it up closer. Nah, that's all right. You can always zoom in, can't you? All right, over we go. This is relaxing rooms. I can't remember exactly what the prompt might have been. Remember this paper. It's like a gift wrap paper, but it's really crinkly. Okay, so it's a painted background with all sorts of, so it's a glue book room. It's back to the glue book rooms I used to do. And I've just cut images out of magazines, put in a little window. One of these swinging chairs, put a little pupper up there. There's the little wooden folk popping up around the place. There's one over here. This picture, I like how I've done this. It's the door. It looks like it goes straight out to the ocean. Step out of your caravan, straight onto the beach. That's the way to do it. Creating your dream home. It certainly is. Oh, these glue book rooms are so fun to do. I haven't done one for a while. Okay, I think this was one of Birdie's prompts, was into the woods. So I've got fairies here. I've got in the background, I've got stenciling and napkin, and I've put little forest animal stickers around, cut these fairies out of magazines, got leaves from fake plants escaping my island home. I just had this picture with just the front of this caravan, so I cut out this from scrapbook paper to join it up, and it kind of just, when you first look at it, it just looks like the one caravan, but I put other pictures in around and joined it all in. And if you look closely, well, there's a little wooden guy sitting on the chair. I wonder where the wooden guy is in here. Oh, it's one up there. Downy one. I think so. If you look closely, there's an arm here with a drink in it, and there's some legs here. So something's going on over the page that they're coming over from, and it's a moon party. That was someone's prompt. I think it was dancing under the moon or something like that. And there's a little wooden guy, and so all these ladies are dancing under the moonlight. There's their caravan down there. They've got a cool Airstream caravan. Even Janis Joplin's in there. Make a wish. The shell up here. There's the little wooden guy. She's made a wish to see mermaids, and her wish came true. There's the mermaids. Here's the bathroom in the caravan. Very beautiful bathroom on my painty paper background. Put vines in there. There's the bathtub with the wooden guy, a chandelier, beautiful roses and mosaics. All the things that you'd want to have in your bathroom in a caravan. Okay, now this is the boudoir. A very elegant bedroom. Would you like Gypsy to demonstrate it for you? I think she's grown a bit since we made this, but oh no, she still fits. And if I remember rightly, I think there was a little rug in here. Oh, it's very little. Just over the bottom of your legs. There you go, Gypsy. But this is all, oh, it's so luxurious. We've got velvet and lace and beads. This is a pillow, and there's a velvet rug. There's also her puppy dog, which is a journaling card, but this puppy dog lives in there too. And there's her little rug. That fabric, I'd forgotten about that fabric. I found that at an op shop. It's beautiful. Jewel up there. Bauble trim. Love it. Sometimes we're just amazed at the work we put into things, aren't we? We look back on it. just like, wow. I don't know if I could do that again now. Okay, and this is patchwork. This is where Gypsy lays and has a picnic. Oh no, it's her. Here's the other girl that lives in here. That's why Gypsy was big on there, because I forgot I made this girl. Sorry, Gypsy, it's your caravan too. But this is before Gypsy got here. This is the original girl in the caravan. See, she fits on the bed easily. A little rug over her legs. That was just a quickly put together scrappy little doodah with zigzag trim arms and legs, and this little sewn dress and a button, and this is trim, and then I just stuck that up there. Like it's ribbon, and it's just got these heads, continuous heads on it. Anyway, she lives in here. I forgot about her. And there's her blanket. That's right, she must have been left in here laying on her picnic blanket, and I forgot about her. Isn't that terrible? And then here's this is the picnic page. This must be in a prompt. Life's a picnic. And there's one of my mum's crocheted round things, and I've turned that into a tree. I just thread this bit of fibre through it. There's a little birdie up there on top of the tree, and she's just looking over to her to say, are you having a nice lay down on the picnic rug? This little guy, he's having his swing from the tree. Have I got any little, oh yeah, here's a little wooden guy down here. Okay, breathing space. I don't know if that was a prompt or just did it. Some pages I just did for the fun of it. Little horsey, you see him? Sorry if some of the pages are being glary. There's a wooden guy. Now you can see the horsey. There's a girl sitting down here. There's her hammock. Another hammock page. There's her doggy. Wooden guy. Shell poster. Candles. All the things we love. This is down on the jetty. Let us take you on a journey. For some reason, there's a baby here on the jetty, and a doggy, and a wooden guy in a boat. Dream. This is a colouring in book page that I've painted and glittered on and put a kangaroo there. Don't know why. Okay, this is the swimming pool. Oh, I remember this page now. This is, I can't remember whose prompts were whose, but we did a caravan park page. And so I've got all these different caravans, and Tammy, someone sent me a wonderful happy mail with pictures of caravans in it. I would have a record of that somewhere, sorry, where I write down my happy mail I receive. I've got that written down. I'll have to have a look. And so this picture here, this is the swimming pool at the caravan park. And I only had, the picture was only sort of that in the magazine, was just that, that, you know, these things I've added. But yeah, so I had some painting paper, so I recreated the rest of the swimming pool and put this around it. This dad here keeping an eye on things, and doggy. Splash. Sunny Valley Caravan Park. There's some more. That's from my husband's shorts he didn't want anymore, which is good because I loved the fabric. It's been fun to play with. Look at those great caravans. I just love them. Love vintage caravans. They're just so pretty. They don't make pretty caravans anymore. They're really ugly. They look like they're from the army or something. This was a prompt, a nighttime prompt. I had this picture here of Billabong ghost tours the bush hut. So I've put that in there, and some dark painty paper and fabric, and sewed all these little beads over it to be the twinkling stars. Some fake flowers down here, and big wooden folk. And this wooden folk, he's a big tall one too. I had this picture of this caravan, and put it amongst these flowers. This is a set. These are separate pictures. So I've made the caravan, and added this chair. What do they call those kind of chairs again? Can't remember. Anyway, they're wooden laid back chairs. Amarok? I don't know. There's a leaf that's in the shape of a heart. Whimsy. That was fun, filling it all in with flowers. And here's our last page. I know this was a prompt. Travel, I think might have been the prompt. So I've got a postcard in there, an actual postcard, and some suitcases and tickets, and the background is all maps. And then over here on the back page, this is all fabric. And these are some big wooden folk. Oh, there's the wooden guy. I was looking at this page going, surely I'd put a wooden folk on him. Look, it's a little skinny one standing on the ticket. And I don't know why that, is it an apple? I can't remember now. Maybe it's their food. They're having, that's their snack. Anyway, there's the back window. And that's the back of the caravan. So that is my beloved caravan journal. Vintage caravan journal. It was so fun to look through it again. And thank you again to Birdie and Sylvia. We had so much fun when we were sharing those prompts. To do something like that again one day. Now, also, I was going to show how I made this bottle. A couple of people asked, how did I put the bottle together? So I cut out this shape first out of some cardboard. It was a really tall book that I had. So it was not a hard covered book, but the covers of the book were like cardboard, you know. So I've cut the bottle shape out of this cardboard, and then cut the spine out of cardboard also. And simply, it's a bit hard to see there, but at the back you can see the tape. So this is the back cover, and then it had my two covers and my spine, and I've just, with really strong masking tape, stuck that spine there, down there and down there. You can't see it on this one because I put fabric and stuff over it. But yeah, that's all. And then the signatures, I think there's two signatures. 1, 2. This one's a bit thicker because I've filled up every page in that signature. So the signatures I sewed together with the pamphlet stitch, and then I've sewn them. Where is the middle of the signature? Just trying to find the middle of the signature. There it is. So you can see there, the pamphlet stitch is where you have the 3 holes. There's plenty of videos. I will start a new journal eventually and go through it right from the start. But the pamphlet stitch, you have your 3 holes. You come up through one, down through the other, right up to the other end, and back through it. Just look for a video on pamphlet stitch that shows you how to do it. And when sewing the pamphlet stitch, I've attached it to the inside spine. So I've got 2 spines there. When I've cut the cardboard out, because you can't see where I've sewn the signature on here, so that's called a hidden spine. So you could do it either way. You could sew the signature directly to this spine, but for some reason I have sewn these two to another spine, same size, and attached that also when attaching this tape, just to make it a bit stronger. So it's got a double spine. It's got that spine you can see and a spine on the inside with a big dangle hanging on it. Oh. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here, and have fun with your crafts. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.